Welcome back, my good people. And today I want to talk to ladies. Come closer. Kindly, ladies, come closer. Come closer. Come very, very closer. Now, men as well can join us in this particular channel because it is a very, very important topic of today, touching across, particularly dealing with mostly ladies, but also men are involved because what I'm going to talk about, men must get involved. Thank you so much, those who have tuned in. My returning subscribers, I appreciate what you've done. I appreciate what you are doing to this particular channel, the way you have been watching, some who have been commenting. Thank you so much. For the new viewers who have just arrived, who have just clicked this video, this button, return subscribe, just hit it, turn it on until you hear a bell ring, tiang, tiang, tiang. I will appreciate you so much because joining this channel mean a lot to Pamli. For now, the topic of today, we want to talk about 10 scientifically supported steps to consider immediately after coitus. Immediately after coitus, that is immediately after sex. After you've been having a good time with your man, with your lady, what are you supposed to do? So stay tuned until the end of this video. Kindly do not forget to give us a thumbs up in this particular video and just input a comment in the comment section. We'll really appreciate. The first thing that you should be able to do is to pass urine as soon as possible. As soon as you have done with the sexual intercourse, it is very, very vital that you micturate, that you pass urine. This is very, very important. Why? Because it will help us to get rid of some bacteria that may interfere with your system. We are trying to flush those bacteria away, and this, by doing this, might reduce what we call urinary tract infection. If you have not watched that my videos about urinary tract infection, if you are new in this channel, click the link that appear up here or just go down to the description below so that you can enjoy this particular video. The reason why we want you to pass urine very, very fast is that mostly ladies have short urethra, and that one provides a very, very nice conduit for the bacteria to travel from the vaginal area to the urethral area. The urethra is about 3 to 5 centimeters, and this one is different from men who normally have 16 to around 22 centimeters. So ladies are prone to urinary tract infection, so it is advisable to urinate so that you can flush these bacteria. You should be able to clean your genital area with clean water, clean, warm, lukewarm water, but not hot, that might irritate you or might interfere with your genital area. Supposed to clean it very, very well with clean water. This one also will help us to clear and eliminate these particular bacteria that might interfere and cause urinary tract infection. Remember, there are very, very many bacteria that we've talked about in the UTI video, the way I've mentioned it, and even bacteria that can also cause sexually transmitted diseases. So urinary tract infection, the top number one candidate is Escherichia coli, that sometimes might be a normal flora, might be found in the vaginal area in smaller quantities but doesn't cause any problem. But also we are taking keen interest in Neisseria gonorrhoeae causing gonorrhea, Chlamydia trachomatis. We are taking keen interest in Chlamydia trachomatis so that we can clear them away when we was even not forgetting Treponema pallidum, that is syphilis. So the localization during sex might accumulate these particular bacteria, and when we clean around that particular area, whether you are performing oral sex, anal sex, or even vaginal sex, it is very, very important. And also for those who are performing oral sex, it's very, very important to rinse your mouth with clean water, and this one also might also prevent these particular microbes that might be localized in your mouth. And we advise that you will not be able to brush at that particular time or even use a strong oral mouthwash just use a light one, because when you brush your teeth or brush, you will be causing some micro wounds that might be very vital to form a very nice entry for this bacteria. So kindly wash that particular place very well, and also rinse your mouth. Always stay hydrated. Drinking water is very important. You know, sex is a physical activity. Most people sweat a lot. We meet them in clinic. They normally say that, doctor, when I'm performing this particular act, I do sweat a lot. Some do sweat a lot, and when you are sweating a lot, you lose a lot of fluids. So you need to be healthy by drinking a lot of water. That one will help in even making your mucosal layer hydrated, and this might prevent irritation and even prevent infection on that particular place that you perform coitus, whether it is hydration in the anus or hydration in the vaginal area or even orally. All those mucosas, we want them to be very healthy. Wearing loose clothing. Kindly note that we encourage you people that after you perform sexual intercourse, the clothing that you are putting on matters a lot, because when they are tight, when they are really tight, they will encourage the accumulation of moisture and even making the clothes to be down because of those sweats. And this is very important because we are trying to avoid the fungal infections, and we are trying to avoid disruption of the natural environment of your vagina. Kindly remember that Candida albicans play a very important role in the vagina. Even Candida glabrata or even Candida tropicalis, they are normal flora. They thrive best in the vagina. They make vagina pH to be very normal. And kindly note that the pH of 3.8 to 4.5 is very vital for this particular microorganism to thrive. And also note that lactobacillus is also very important in this particular manner, because lactobacillus also help to maintain this pH to 3.8 to 4.5 by producing those hydrogen peroxide and lactic acid. When the environment of the vagina is disrupted, now this will call for the overgrowth of this Candida species, the Candida glabrata, the Candida tropicalis, and the Candida albicans. They will start overgrowing, and this is what now we call candidiasis, presenting with the white discharge and even irritation and itchiness of the genital area. So make sure that your clothes are very tight, are very loose. Avoid tight clothes, because this one provide a very conducive environment. Even remember the semen also can also cause the overgrowth of this particular candidas if you stay for a long time without cleaning yourself, or when you wear tight clothes, because the pH of the semen is normally 7.2 to 8.6, and this is slightly alkaline. And remember all those bacteria that we've talked about, and even candidas, when the pH of the vagina is altered to alkalinity, now they start thriving best, and now this bring an infection, and this is what we are trying to avoid. There are some individuals that normally douche their vagina. There's a way that the vagina should be washed. There's a way that you should be cleaning your vagina. Where these hands cannot pass, kindly do not let these hands pass where they cannot pass. Those who normally uses these hands to wipe inside the vagina or wipe inside the vagina to make it clean, kindly you are disrupting the normal environment of the vagina, and this will interfere with the pH, and this will interfere with the microbes, and this will interfere with the microdata of the vagina. The microdata or biodata of the vagina is complicated. Now, if you are doing this, kindly wash your vaginal area with clean, clear water. Do not apply any douches. A very good gynecologist will not encourage you to insert anything, because we normally get that some people normally buy douches from the chemist, and they are trying to make the vagina to smell nice. Vagina has its own distinct smell, and each and every individual has its own distinct smell of the vagina. So do not dodge your vagina, because if you dodge your vagina, you will be interfering with lactobacillus, you will be interfering with all those bacteria that are thriving best, that maintain a good environment of the vagina. So immediately after sex, do not dodge your vagina, just clean it with warm water or lukewarm water, or even a clean water that is available. And after that, you should be able to wash your hand very, very well, because after coitus, sometimes you are using your hand to manipulate or to stimulate your partner, and perhaps there are some microbes in your particular hand, and this one might encourage the thriving of what we call chlamydia. And when you touch, when there is chlamydia in your hand and accidentally you touch your eye, then you will bring an infection called trachoma, which is also number one leading in blindness. So kindly wash your hands very, very well to avoid this particular infection. Always check signs of irritation and discomfort. After sex, some people might have irritation. It also depends with how your man has prepared you psychologically for this particular coitus. That's why it's called for men that anytime you have a lady, you should be able to prepare this lady psychologically, so that the lady should be aroused, and all those vaginal fluids should help in lubrication of the vagina, to help in smooth we should be able to look for the signs like tears, bruises, any discomfort, irritation or burning irritation after sexual intercourse. By doing this, we should it also help us to prevent infection. There are some ladies, after performing sexual intercourse, they normally bleed. So kindly note that you should be able to be checked up in the hospital to know what is really causing this bleeding. Was it a micro tear, or there is something wrong with your uterus? So it's very, very important to check any sign of irritation, and you should be able to engage in light stretching and relaxation, and this is called Kegel's exercise. Kegel exercise is very, very important because it promotes bladder control. You will be able to avoid nicely, that is peeing or urination naturally. It will maintain your sexual health and improve and support the pelvic muscle tone, and this one may prevent what we call urine incontinence and even pelvic prolapse or prolapse of the vagina. Now it's very, very important, and if you want to know how to do Kegel exercise, there are very many videos in YouTube that can help you to know how to do this particular exercise to strengthen your pelvic. Always maintain emotional and mental connection with your partner. Affection is very, very important. After coitus, you should be able to cuddle, you should be able to start a light conversation, you should be able to bring this emotion of this particular partner in check. This one will produce a lot of oxytocin, and this one will really help to reduce stress. Oxytocin is a bonding hormone that helps us to reduce stress and even make us to love coitus. That is called post-coital happiness. So you should be able to talk to your partner after sexual intercourse. Do not just involve yourself in coitus and then you rush where you are going. Particularly how Nigerians normally say that you do it sharp, 1 minute you are done and you are on your way. It is not very, very important. The parking lot, or in conclusion, you should be able to know that when you are performing sexual intercourse, you should be able to know your partner, particularly your partner status in terms of HIV, even in terms of bacterial infections that might invade that your partner. You should be able to be tested against HIV, particularly now that you are intimate. And if you are not in a position to do that, kindly use barrier method, that is the use of condom, and we have both male and female condom. If you do unprotected sex that you are not ready for, kindly get emergency contraceptive, that is EP, just to avoid unwanted pregnancy. If you feel that this video is very, very important, give us a thumb up, and also click the notification button, subscribe, and always watch these videos that appears in this particular video. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Muchas gracias.